Once upon a time, in a cozy little house on a quiet street, there lived a male tabby cat named Nala. Now, Nala was quite a character. He had a mischievous twinkle in his eyes and a unique taste in music. You see, while most cats preferred classical tunes, Nala had a secret love for the catchy pop songs of Britney Spears. Whenever sometimes came on the radio, Nala couldn't resist swaying his tail to the beat. But Nala had another indulgence besides pop music, catnip. Oh, how he loved that magical herb. Whenever his humans brought home a fresh bag of catnip, Nala would go crazy with excitement. He would roll around in it, bat it with his paws, and sometimes even try to eat it. Yes, Nala had a bit of a catnip addiction, but who could blame him? It made him feel like he was floating on a cloud. Now, as much as Nala enjoyed his music and catnip, he had a bit of a naughty side. You see, he had a penchant for snacking on spider plants. Despite his humans' efforts to keep them out of reach, Nala would find a way to nibble on those green, leafy temptations. Of course, he always ended up with a tummy ache afterward, but he never seemed to learn his lesson. Silly Nala. Sometimes, Nala's mischievous nature would extend to knocking things down from shelves and tables. But deep down, he knew it was wrong, and he did learn his lesson. To an extent. Whenever his humans caught him in the act, Nala would give them his best innocent face and pretend to be sorry. Little did they know, he was secretly reveling in his naughty behavior. Now, Nala had a few preferred activities that were less mischievous and more relaxing. He loved drinking water from the fancy water fountain his humans had bought for him. The sound of trickling water was like music to his ears, and it made him feel like a true feline royalty. Nala also had a taste for dry cat food, finding squishy wet food quite unappealing. He was a sophisticated eater, you could say. Although Nala wasn't much of an exercise enthusiast, he did enjoy going on walks with his family. However, there was a catch. Nala didn't actually want to walk, he preferred being carried. He would give his humans a pitiful look and refuse to move a paw until someone scooped him up and carried him along. Walking was just too tiring for the self-proclaimed King Nala. One of Nala's favorite pastimes was gazing out of the window. He would sit on the windowsill, his tail twitching with excitement, as he observed the world outside. He watched as birds flew by, deer strolled along the path, rabbits hopped through the grass, and raccoons played in the moonlight. From his cozy spot, Nala felt like the king of his little kingdom, surrounded by his loyal subjects. Sometimes, Nala would even daydream about swimming in the nearby river. He would watch the water flow and wonder if it was safe for a regal cat like him to take a dip. But deep down, he was a bit of a scaredy cat and never mustered up the courage to try. So, he contented himself with watching the river from the safety of his window. When Nala wasn't plotting naughty schemes or enjoying the view outside, he loved to cuddle. He would find the comfiest spot in the house, usually his plush bed, and curl up for a long nap. However, if someone dared to disturb his beauty sleep by trying to pick him up, Nala would give a gentle nip as a friendly reminder not to mess with his rest. But don't worry, he never meant any harm. Nala was a kind-hearted cat. And so, the days went by in Nala's funny and tacky world. From dancing to Britney Spears to munching on catnip and spider plants, from knocking things down to being carried on walks, from watching the world outside to enjoying cozy cuddles, Nala lived life in his own unique way, bringing laughter and joy to his humans' lives. And he knew deep down that he was truly the king of his domain, even if it was just a humble house on a quiet street. Ah, how could I forget to mention the hilarious antics of Nala? This mischievous tabby cat had a knack for keeping his humans entertained and on their toes. One of Nala's quirks was his strong aversion to work. Whenever his humans sat down to focus on their tasks, he would make it his mission to distract them. Whether it was climbing onto the keyboard, knocking pens off the desk, or swatting at their papers, Nala had a talent for turning a productive work environment into a playful circus. He would meow and paw at their hands, demanding attention and playtime. After all, who needs deadlines when there are games to be played? Speaking of games, Nala had a particular fondness for ping-pong balls. Those little bouncing spheres of joy would capture his attention like nothing else. He would pounce on them, bat them around the room, and chase after them with wild abandon. It was a hilarious sight to behold as Nala transformed into a nimble acrobat, leaping and twirling in pursuit of his beloved ping-pong balls. Now, even though Nala knew that scratching the furniture was a big no-no, he couldn't resist the temptation. When his humans weren't looking, he would sneak up to the couch or the armchair and give them a good scratching session. And as much as his humans tried to deter him with scratching posts and sprays, Nala would always find a way to leave his mark on the furniture. Oh, how his humans sighed and shook their heads, knowing that their beloved Nala was both adorable and a troublemaker. But you see, Nala had a clever strategy. Whenever his humans scolded him for scratching the furniture, he would quickly switch to his most innocent and adorable expression. His wide eyes and twitching whiskers would melt their hearts, and all was forgiven. It was as if Nala had a magical power to charm his way out of trouble, leaving his humans unable to stay mad at him for long. And so, Nala's funny escapades continued, as he played, scratched, and found ways to keep his humans laughing. He brought an extra dose of joy and amusement to their lives, even if it meant sacrificing a few furniture pieces along the way. But deep down, everyone knew that Nala's mischievous nature only added to his charm, and he would forever be their lovable and hilarious furry friend.